Hello everybody, welcome back to the Artisan of Glimmith. 1066 our solve count. We're here at the Spiral Mountain. Call me Banjo and Kazooie. Right, here's a 3. Sure, we've given up any pretense of going up the mountain in a standard fashion. So, compasses and differences, they're all zeros, apart from this one. Intriguing. Now, this could be the... no, it couldn't be that. It would have to be this. Put a box around it. Boom. The 1 and the 2 can't be the same region going to the outside edge, so that's that. Put a box around it. What else? What else? Well, this has to be 4, this has to be 4, this has to be 2. 1 left, 2 below is probably this, but then it can also take that if it wants to. It has no beef with any of that, so that's kind of quite variable. This going 4 up and 1 across, I think can only be that. Because if we're going to take 4, it could be that as well. Damn. But it's never this. Because we can't do the 4 with that. So we're going to go this, this. And then this is ambiguous to these two. This as a 1-1, I think just has to be that. Now, there's nothing that stops this just being 2 1s or... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Just for a bit of thought here. Oh god. What's redo? Why? I was thinking about getting rid of these lines, but of course they're there for the zeros. So this has to be equal to that, which has to be +1 to here. So it would have to be a 1 1 2 or a 2 3. No, a 2 2 3. There's a couple of options there, really, isn't there? But if this is a 3, this can't take 2 to the right anymore. So it's not that. So it could be a 1 1 1 2. And that gets 2 to the right. And 2 under. Oh, but this... Okay, the corners I should have been paying way more attention to. Except I can do that, can't I? And do 1 1 1 around those. No idea how this is working out now, but I'm here for it. This is 5. Can I build these into 5s? I don't think I can. Because if this was like... If this was 4, and this was 5, that would have to be 3, and that's just not working at all, is it? But then it's starting to beg the question. If there's 16 tiles in here, how can it equal 16 tiles out there? And now I'm wondering if I'm like way off the mark, you know? Like, I can't make this 5 to join up with that. But maybe I could do... That's 4. But I can't get that 4 to join up to this space that I could then have 4s going consecutively. I'm going to restart this because I think I've not been paying enough attention to the corners, but there's also a few things that I've seen along the way that I can work with. For example, this 3 can only take those, and that's a limit, so that can't take any further to the right. It could go up higher, it could go left more. That can't go to the right, that can't go to the left, so that's a 4. That remains true to there, where this must come out. For this to then go 3-2 is going to be this, and odds are then that this is going to be 5 and that's going to be 5, which means this is 5 and this is 5. This is 4, this is 4. That one has to be 2. Can we make another that might be a 5 somewhere along the way? Would feel like it would be very helpful. Because this doesn't have to be this shape. So if I could do... That's 4, which means that can be a 4. Which means that can be 4, and that can be 4, although... Yeah, we could do 4 there, and then that could just be that. That looks much better. So this is going to have to be a 5 if this is getting out. One here. Two there makes this a 5. But whatever this is, these two have to match it in the corners. But I'm feeling way better about this bottom half than I was kind of that top left corner the first time through. That's for sure. So, what else? We still have this situation. I'm pretty sure I want this to be true. Because if this is going to be 5 large, this 5, if it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, can't reach the edge, right? Which means I don't want to have to make another 5 large piece here for this. Which then lets me go 1, 1, 1, 2. 2. 1, 1 for 3. This could do 5 like that. But that can't do 3 like that, leaving the 2. Gosh, it's so confined, isn't it? Can we do this corner differently? We did 2. We can't do 2 there. Because we can't do 2 there then. Two, 3. Three. No, because this would have to be 3 as well. God damn it. Two, 3 makes 5. This makes 5 for the corner. That's 4, 4, 4 for that corner. This needs 1 of these and 2 of those. I like this because we could just go 1, 1, 1. And that doesn't take up much room at all. Right? Except that this needs 1 on the right, which then makes that a 3. Which would make this need to be a 3. That could be a 3. 3 into 3 into 3. Into 3. That's looking good. There's 2. There's 5. Then it's just this thing. Can I make this thing work with what we have left? Can I? This is 1. This has to be 2. There it is. Nice. Alright, glad I reset and then took my better knowledge that I found as we were solving to get through that. For another 2? Loopy compass. Cannot be a point where exactly 3 borders meet. It's just difficulty 2, but by putting loopy on it, you've just tripled the difficulty in my brain. Goodness, okay. So this can't exist. Right? Yeah. It's annoying that it doesn't show it until the colors are added. I'm going to do something ridiculous here. So this is now all points where 4 points meet. Can I slowly reduce the stuff that I have here to get to my answers? So can I solve by reduction instead of addition? Is that a completely dumb idea? Because I can't have this, but I can do that. That's valid. It doesn't finish that, but it's valid, right? Now that's too many above the 3. Can I do this for the 3? Feels viable, doesn't it? And then that's the 1. But how would I do the 5? One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that becomes a whole. Oh wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Honestly, drawing in all the lines was the best idea I've ever had. Because all of these ones would have taken me ages to figure out otherwise. Sweet. What are you hiding in there? A 7. 5, 7, 6. Apparently it's the ones that are hidden within that are going to be the tough ones. How many do we need to get this to gold? 7 more. I'm going to find 7 puzzles. Okay. Well, these lines must exist. For sure. Where do we go from there? This wall is 6 tall. So this is our 1, 2, 3 makes 6. I can handle that. Interestingly, this area does not have a tower in it. Okay. Well, clearly it's not quite right. This guy here seems to be somewhat of a problem. Can this take the 3rd? No, it can't. Okay. What else are we working with in our limitations here? We can't do this because we can't take 4 north, but then this and this have to be different colors. I'm so curious as to why this guy doesn't have a tower in it. Yeah, it's this top end that isn't working at all. Let me figure out how we're going to color this one independently of everything else. Oh, just moving the goalposts, aren't I? How do I get this to have just 2 neighbors? My brain can't picture it at all. You've got 2, you've got like 100, which is no good to anybody. I can't see it at all. It's breaking my eyes. Is this going to go any better? I fear not. So it's exactly 2 regions. Which means this can't reach that. So if this is blue, and this is red, and this is red, that much I can get out of this. How are we going to make all of this only 2 colors? Because I can only have 2 reds on this whole line. Can't do that, can't do that. It feels quite close. It's just this tile. Because of this 2. I feel pretty happy about this outside border. It's just how are we going to get the red and the blue to effectively mingle in the correct capacity. Because we're so limited by what we can put on this right column. But we must use exactly 2 regions. Excuse you. Does the fact that those could change mean we don't have a unique solution with the basis of what we're doing right now? I don't know. What else do we know about what we're looking at then? This can't reach that, so you are taking that, you are taking that. That gets 2 on the right. But that's 4 on the left to get over. So now we have the same problem, but in reverse. So how do we fix this? I feel like there's some trick that I'm really missing here. Is it ever something about this? No, because if I do this and this, the middle region doesn't actually get a flower, and that can't be. So that could take that, hypothetically. But then we end up with all these kind of islands of other colours and stuff, and that's not how that's going to go. So we get those. This just makes sense because it's taking up volume without needing more edges, effectively. But with just 2, how do we get the last one out of the middle? I do not understand. It keeps moving the goalpost in a way that I can't resolve. And it's really annoying. Alright, tell me, game. Is this assumption correct? Yeah, okay. So it's just how I stitch in all the middle stuff is the tricky part. But it's so tricky. What is the trick? Oh, now we have a mistake. Interesting. With 2 out of effectively a band of 4, Unless these aren't going all the way to the corners. But I don't see how they wouldn't be. Because we can't have that. I just keep coming down to the same two problems over and over and over again. Okay. This tile has to be orange because it's already accommodated by... Let me change this to really contrasting colors here. Right. This corner has 3... Well, this watchtower has 3, so it needs something opposed. As does this one. I don't really know who's going to take the very center tile. That is one that is more baffling to me. Can't be this, because that can't reach up to there. It's just the same error over and over and over again. Right, this is correct so far. So we have this region, this region, this region, this region that I'm really most struggling to make work. It can't be this because I can't reach that with the 2. Hold on. No, I've just done the same goddamn thing again. Oh, I thought I had it for a second there, but I was just approaching it from the opposite side of the problem. God damn it. When we get to a solution, I'm hoping I'll be like super pleasantly surprised by whatever it is we uncover here. We can't do this because we must reach this tile. How do we do it with 2? How? I'm missing something. Like we can't do some kind of spiral or something. This tile becomes the problem. But this way... And it's the same thing. Over and over and over again, being wrong. I wish I could have, like, a hint that doesn't just reveal to me something that is correct or not. But, like, I really want to find, like, that aha moment of when something suddenly works here. What could it be, though? Does it say that this is correct? Yeah. But, like, I knew this was correct because I knew it had to go like this. Oh. Oh, oh. 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 It was this guy having one to its left and then coming all the way back round. Well, I'm very grateful we found the correct answer on that without getting any more help eventually, even if it did take us a little bit of time to see it through a different perspective. For now, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.